Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. We'll start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash, which are the Paleo Hebrew tongues, correct names of the Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and shalom to sister brothers living this true, and shalom to the brothers and sisters listening and studying to show themselves approved. Shalom. Hey, want to come to you today to talk about, the Diabolical Duo, Eve and the Serpent. You know, we just seen a chick, what's it, Katani Jackson, just got promoted to Supreme Court. This is her right here. This is her husband. You know, I don't know his name, but he's an Edomite. You know, that just shows that this dynamic is the same dynamic that happened in the garden. You know, it's the same thing. And they're going to use this again to take another proverbial swipe at the nation of Israel. You know, that's why she was set up on that. They need a woman. They had an Israelite man on Supreme Court. I think he's on his way out, and so she's coming in. And you need a woman to really take out the Israelite community or the Israelite nation. You need a woman to do it. She's the best person to do it. That's why the serpent, which was a man, we're going to get into that, used the woman to take out Adam. That's the number one weapon to use his woman to take him out. Because when you don't have the spirit of Yahweh shall shine you too strong, or really, we just love our women. We love our women. And you know what you love your woman, and really, like, she's like your enemy. She's gonna, you know, be like a convert agent for the devil and take you out. And usually that's how kings, when you look at kings in the Bible, a lot of strong men of the Lord, Samson, they got took out by a woman. You know, because that's the number one person to use. Because, like I said, we like to mess with women. So this chick, Katani Jackson, she just got on the Supreme Court. And why I say they're going to use her to take out the nation of Israel, as she was getting sworn in, they asked her about the Hebrew Israelites. They asked her about us, which she showed she didn't have no knowledge of nothing. She called us African Hebrew Israelites. She said we have a thriving community and we teach to eat, you know, good dishes, vegan dishes. Like, she tried to speak good of us. But for them to ask her about us lets me know they're going to use her against us. That's why she's there, you know. And she ain't going to give a damn. You see who she married to. You see who she sworn her allegiance to. She sworn her allegiance to Esau. She's married to Esau. So she's going to do Esau's bidding. And that's always been so. As we've been here, you know, we're going to start out with Genesis in the garden. You know, the serpent, which planted Christianity make you think was an actual snake. No, it wasn't an actual snake. It was a man with serpent-like characteristics. The Bible always uses, you know, the number one thing the Bible uses is animal characteristics to put them on people. And to prove that, go look at Luke 13 and 31, where Yahushua calls King Herod a fox, because he was a slickster. And then go look at Isaiah 41 and 14, where the Most High called us, you know, Israelite men, worms. He compared us to worms because we have no power. We're here weak. We got to be in the earth. We got to be connected to Yahweh Shal Shah to get our power. So the Bible used animal characteristics to describe the people, which the serpent goes back to Esau, Edom, aka the white nation, because if you look at them as a people, they act just like snakes. You know, they're very, you know, reptilistic. They don't care. Very cold, you know, very cunning, slicksters. That's them. That's why I feel like that was a very accurate, spot-on characteristic the Most High put on Esau. And then to show you in Revelation 12 and 9, that serpent grew into a dragon. Which right now, he's running the whole world. He's that dragon right now. He ain't a serpent no more. He's a dragon. And he's looking to take out the nation of Israel. Before he died, he, like you said in the scripture, let's get to the scriptures, man. I'm talking too much. Salakia. Let's get to the scriptures, man, because the Most High explained it better than me. So check it out. We're going to read Genesis. We might read this whole chapter. Or at least we're going to read all the way to 16. So check it out. I'm going to start off here. This verse. This Genesis 3 and 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord Yahweh had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, have Yahweh said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. So right there, the Most High to let you know that Esau is the most slickest person on the face of the planet. He's subtle. He's slick. He's deceitful. He always deals like that. And I noticed that from me dealing with them in my lifetime. They are. They're very slick. That's why I'm so happy Yahweh Shah has led me to this wisdom, not the understanding of the Bible. And now it's like they're Like, their greatest asset doesn't work on me no more. And I notice that messes them up. It makes them feel nervous around me. They're scared of me because I now know you are the devil. Therefore, in our interactions, I deal with you as the devil. I'm looking for you to come with something slick. I'm looking for you to come with some lies. And that, like, it takes away a big part of their power, you know, because they looking like, as a nation, 2/3 look to Esau as if they're good people. That's why they call themselves white people, as if they're pure and they're good. No, that's the devil, you know. So check it out. He talking to Eve right now. He said, you know, he already questioning her loyalty, you know, and Eve, you know, they emotional, man. They go off a lot. They don't have that logical thinking. So check it out. We're gonna get number 2. And the woman said to the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh have said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall y'all touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said to the woman, ye shall not surely die. So he lied to her. And women are the easiest people to lie to. You can play on their emotions. That's why a lot of street thug niggas can deal with Eve so good, because they like to be lied to, man. All you gotta do is feed into their emotions, and you can spin them every which way you want to, you know. And especially like Eve loves wickedness. I noticed that about dealing with our nation of our women. Talk about the 2/3 now. The 2/3 of our nation women, they love wickedness. You know, that's why they don't like, you know, men with a good heart about them. What they say, nice guys finish last. They don't want to be treated right. They like wickedness, man. They want to be abused, beat up, lied to. And like, they'll tell you they don't like that, but really, yes, they do. Yes, they do. And you seeing right here from the beginning, she got lied to. That's why she likes lies. She love it. Check it out. We're going to go to number 5. For Yahweh doth know that the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. That's a big part right there, verse 5. Because you ask your average Eve to this day, you know, the 2/3 of our nation, she gonna tell you she a god. Because you got a whole community, conscious community, Hotep Kemetic, Egyptology tells her that. So that's what Esau promised to the women of our nation, Eve. You know, if you listen to me, you listen to this philosophy, because you know that fruit goes into philosophy. That's what the serpent gave her, the knowledge of good and evil, you know, then you will be as God. So Eve wanted to be God, you know, so she had the same complex as Esau does. That's why they are a perfect match. So check it out. We're going to go to 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. You know? So not only did she eat up all that philosophy, them lies that devil was spitting out, she also gave it to Adam, and he did it as well because he loved Eve. And I noticed when, like, the Bible is so deep and it parallels, Adam sacrificed himself for Eve because Yahushua is doing the same thing for the nation. The nation is compared to a woman, you know, and Yahushua is the husbandman. So Yahushua laid down his life back during the Roman days. He let Esau, you know, put him to death in order to be a remission for sin for us. So he sacrificed himself. Adam did the same thing. So now I clearly understand why Adam also ate and went off as well. Because if not, Eve would have been cut off and she'd have just been done. So he did that in order to redeem her later on. So now I understand that dynamic. And Eve, like, if you ever dealt with Eve like I've dealt, they love to go off. Whatever, like I said, appealing to the eyes, like anything that appeals to their senses, they do it. They don't have like a good moral compass. They don't give a damn. You know, they do whatever feels good. If it feels good, it is good in their eyes. You know? And then look, I like how that verse 6 said that, because I'm about to go get another verse that I was going to bring out later on, but it parallels that so perfectly. We're going to go to Proverbs, and we're going to come back. We're going to go to Proverbs, because, man, the scriptures is powerful. Check it out. We're going to go to Proverbs 30 and 20. Check this out. Such the way of adulterous woman, she eateth, there go they eat again, and wipeth her mouth and said, I have done no wickedness. So she did say that, show right there, the adulterous woman is what? A harlot. A harlot goes into a whore, you know, and nowadays women are, you know, adulterers. It's nothing to them to be, you know, it's really a celebrated thing to be a whore nowadays, here in 2022, thanks to all these whore rappers that Esau set up and paid for, you know, once again using Eve to destroy women, you know. And women aren't held accountable. Like, they don't hold themselves accountable for their actions. You know, everything is always somebody else's fault, or it's this person's fault. They never look at it like, man, I did this, I need to do better. That's why they don't get better, because they don't look at their mistakes and see if they did it. That's why a lot of them they lack growth. A lot of them are like little girls. They still have the mindset of a 12-year-old because they don't own up to their mistakes. If you don't own up to your mistakes, you give no room for growth. So they show in the scripture that a wicked woman wipes her mouth, said, I've done no wickedness. And I've heard this countless of times from so many Eves. They did all kind of messed up stuff, put themselves in bad positions, and they always blame somebody else. It's never their fault. Never ever. Never ever do they say that I did some wickedness. No. It's always they did this, they did that. And that's why they have no growth, and they're still wicked and plagued by demons to this day. So let's get into, I like how it said that. It says she eateth, you know, because philosophies are also something else you can eat as well. And that's what that forbidden fruit was, because it wasn't no damn apple, forbidden fruit. That's what that was in the Garden of Eden, man. And a big part of that was what the serpent taught Eve a bunch of, you know, he taught her good and evil. You know, that tree of knowledge right there. Like, there was a philosophy she ate up on, and she also gave to Adam, and they both failed with that. You know, because they fell from the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Because Adam had it. You know, he was giving it to Eve, but Eve cast it away because what did the serpent tell her? You can be like God. So she gave that same philosophy to Adam, and they both failed. You know, fell out of Yahweh Shah's good graces. Let's go back to Genesis. Where was we at? 6. I'm going to keep reading. It says, and the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons, you know. And they heard the voice of the Lord, Yahweh, walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord, Yahweh, amongst the trees of the garden. And the Lord Yahweh called unto Adam and said unto him, where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden. I was afraid because I was naked and I hid myself. So Adam, before that, man, he was not afraid of Yahweh Shah. He was talking to Yahweh Shah, getting all knowledge. He had all the knowledge. He didn't need nothing else, you know. But the serpent went to Eve. You notice he didn't go to Adam. He went to Eve. And Esau to this day deals in that same fashion, you know. They don't come to us men directly. They don't just come. When they come to us with their guns ablazing. You know, they sword. They come with physical force, you know. But they don't come to us to deal with us, you know, with words, talking that candy talk. No, man, they go to the woman to do that. Because she's more susceptible to that because she's the weaker vessel, which we'll get that as well. Because that's also in the scriptures. So, and then look, that's also parallel. I'm going to get an article. The Willie Lynch letter, if you ever read it, you know, what you need, I recommend everybody reading. They're changing it too. Because I noticed they changed the time from 400 years, 300 years, right there. And they say black instead of nigger. The one I read said nigger. And it said 400 years. So they are changing this, and they're probably just going to take it off altogether. But while we still have it, I want to read this. Because this is Willie Lynch. William Lynch was an Edomite from the West Indies. He came to America to tell them how to control their slaves, because we came fresh off them boats. They couldn't get us to work. We were too, you know, we still knew who he was. We were still, you know, speaking in Paleo Hebrew tongue, looking at them like, man, I'm the prince of the power, man. I ain't about to do no work for you, you base, man. You know, we knew who Esau was, so they had to do a bunch of, you know, years of conditioning, years of beating us, years of, that's where Lynch came from. Hanging somebody came from this man, William Lynch. He started that. The Willie Lynch letter, the making of a slave, you know. He taught them how to do that. What was that, 1712? How to make a slave. And one of the tactics he said to use was, you must use the female versus the male and the male versus the female. You must also have white servants, overseers who distrust all blacks. You know, he said, but it's necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us. They must love, respect, and trust only us. You know, and when I get to it, let me see. Where is that part at? Oh, he said right here, for orderly future, special and particular attention must be paid to the female and the youngest offspring. So, I ain't going to read too much of this. You can go ahead and read it. You know, but he basically said deal with the woman first, man. Break her spirit. And that's the same thing that Esau did in the garden as the serpent, you know, before, you know, the curse of Cain, curse of leprosy, you know, came upon him, made him have that white skin. they dealt with the female first, and then they reiterated that when they brought us in, when we were in that slavery, that the Most High said we would go in. Speaking of Deuteronomy chapter 28, he said deal with the woman first. And what did he say? I think they took out the biggest, strongest Israelite man, tar and feather him, and tied his legs together to horses and kill him in front of her and beat the rest of the men. And basically what they did, they put Eve on a pedestal above the man. They made the man over the woman, and with that breaks up to righteous order how Yahweh shall set it up, because the man is the head and the woman is under the man. But Esau reversed their role in order to control this group of people that he would need for 1,000 years to run his system. So he used Eve just the way the serpent in the garden used Eve. Same thing, paralleled it. And then to further, the Willie Lynch, to further that, look up Gloria Steinem. Look up, the feminist movement. Same thing, man. They told Eve, kick your man out the house. We'll give you food stamps, Section 8. You'll get more benefits. You get rid of the man. Because Esau knows he can't deal with that man. That Israelite man is something he can't deal with. But he can deal with Eve any way he wants to, because she is the weaker vessel. And see, you can't tell a lot of Eves that, because what's the other lot Esau put out? Man and women are equal. No, they are not. A woman is not equal to the man. A woman is a lesser vessel than the man. She was created from the man. The man is the prototype. The man was made from the dust of the ground, and the spirit of the breath, the spirit of Yahweh Shashah went in his nostrils. And he made the woman from the man. So that means a woman technically is a knockoff version of the man. That's not to say that we don't need our women, because we need them, for procreation. That's how we get here. But how, like it's wrote up, the woman is a knockoff version of the man. That's why she's not physically strong, and that's why she's not as smart as a man. You go get your world's smartest woman, she's not smarter than the world's smartest man. Israelite man. We're talking about Israelites here. And you go get the strongest Israelite woman, and she's not physically stronger than the world's strongest Israelite man. She's the lesser of it. And we're going to get that in the scriptures, man. Yahweh Shashah laid out a righteous order to where, but I'm going to keep on reading. We're going to get to that in a minute. Where did I stop at? I think I stopped at 8. No, I stopped at 8. I'm going on 9. And the Lord Yahweh called unto Adam and said unto him, where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden. I was afraid, because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, who told thee that thou was naked? Has I eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee thou not shouldest eat? And the man said, the woman thou gavest to me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. So he got weak like Eve, man. He blamed it on her. She gave it to him, which he told the truth, but you should just nah, chick, I ain't doing that. But I understand the dynamics of that. He had to do it in order to redeem her later on. So check it out, 13. And the Lord Yahweh said unto the woman, what is it thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. Beguiled. Look that word up, Yahshua. It means to confuse, to deceive, play somebody, which she did. She's still getting did like that. Esau runs circles around Eve. That's why I don't want to hear no Eve run her mouth and tell me nothing, because you don't know nothing. You've been deceived by this devil, and because of this devil, we've been knocked down as a community of people, because now Eve runs the community. Ever since the 1950s and 60s, the feminist movement, Eve has been running our community. And what is it, man? It's in shambles because of that. Because she don't know nothing. The devil could put something on TV or put something on her face and have her all in her feelings, and then she'll break the children and have them thinking that's the truth. I've seen an Eve destroy a man. I've seen a woman in my family destroy her son by feeding him a bunch of nonsense in his head that was not true. And it destroyed him. Straight up. So that's why Eve, you shut up. We don't want to hear what you got to say, man. You lost. You need to listen right now. Women need to be listening right now. Listening more to your speaking, because you've been deceived. And the Most High is dealing with the men first. Us men, we getting this thing back in order, because we the leaders. Starting with the Apostle Elder GMS and the like-minded brothers on down. We getting this thing back in order. We're building this spiritual temple. If you want to get in, do like the rest of the women that listen to the lessons and be quiet and get in order. Because you didn't know. You was lost. We was all lost. But the man is coming back first, Y'all coming back second. So shut up and listen. That's all you got to do. But, you know, a wicked 2/3 Eve can't do that, you know. And, you know, shout out to all the righteous women that's listening and all subjection and getting back right, man. Y'all going to be saved for that. That's order right there. Yahweh loves that. But these wicked 2/3, they got to go. And I'm talking about them Eves right now. That's what I'm talking about. They still getting deceived by the serpent. So check it out. I'm going to go to 14. And the Lord Yahweh said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly thou shalt go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Now let's break that down right there. Because like, once again, I said, plantation Christianity have you thinking that, you know, that's talking about a literal snake. No, man. Esau is known as the base man. Base means low. It means real low. You can catch that in the book of Job. And Esau is low. Esau is low down. So that's why the Most High said, on your belly thou shalt go. Because Esau not going to be able to stand up and walk no more. No, he goes on his belly, man. And he said, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Snakes don't eat dust. Snakes eat rabbits, bugs, and all kinds of creatures. So what does that mean? He said, thou shalt eat dust all the days of thy life. You know what that means? This word is compared to living waters. Israelite man, Israelite woman, we can eat this. We can drink this, you know, because the word is also compared to food. Now that's told, he said the serpent shall eat dust all the days of his life. That's why Esau can't get the Bible. You know, Edomites, aka the white nation, they can't understand the Bible in its truest form. That's why when they got the book, they perverted it and they put it out as, Greek mythology. They took the Bible and perverted it into like a bunch of fairy tale stuff. Like the true interpretation is lost because of Esau. He got it through his Roman Crusades, Roman Catholic Church. He turned it into like his Greek mythology. He just using biblical characters because he can't get the truth because Esau doesn't deal with the truth. And we see why he can't deal with the truth because the Most High just said right here, he should eat dust all the days of his life. That's why Esau has no place for repentance. They're the son of perdition. They're going to be destroyed because they can't drink upon these living waters. So that was his punishment. So since he can't drink of these living waters, he's going to make sure the people of the Most High, Yahshua, the Israelites, he's going to make sure you can't drink of the living waters. Because if you start drinking, I can't control you anymore. I can't rule over you anymore. So check it out. And then 15, here's the kicker. He said, I'll put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. So that's talking about two seeds right there. When you get later on in Genesis, them two seeds come in the form of Jacob and Esau. It's all about Jacob and Esau. Those are your two star players. Those are those two seed lines that will never get along. They wasn't even getting along in the womb. You know? That's why in Genesis, Rebecca was having a baby. He said, 2 nations are in thy womb. There was those two separate seeds. Even though they both came to Abraham, they both had two different spirits. The spirit, one had a righteous spirit, one had a wicked spirit. And then he said, thy seed and her seed, he said, it shall bruise thy head. Yahushua, when he come back, hey, that's that bruise in the head. When your head get bruised, get stomped on, because he already on his belly, he on the ground. When Yahushua come back from up top, come with that mighty foot, it's going right on Esau's head, and it's going to crush it. And Esau's going to be done. No more rulership, no more ruling nothing. He going into slavery after that, you know? And then he said that the snakes shall bruise thy heel. Hey, that devil did. Right now, we in a lower state from listening to Eve. Eve helped break her community down, and here we are. We ain't got no Fortune 500 companies. If we do, that dude, he a coon. He for Esau's, benefit. Our nation is in a lower state right now, so our heel did get bruised. When your heel get bruised, though, you ain't down like that, though. You can get back up. Our head ain't get bruised. This our heel got bruised. So it's like you said, we gonna stand back up. And then Yahushua gonna come back with that foot, and it's gonna crush this serpent's head. Which now is a dragon. The dragon about to get his head crushed. Because he done turned into a dragon now. The serpent is morphed into a dragon. Like I said, according to Revelation 12 and 9. And he about to get his head crushed. That's why Esau uses Eve to try to take away the man. Because the man is going to worship Yahushua in all truth and sincerity. And he going to call on Yahushua. Yahushua is going to hear that. And he's going to come. Because that's what Yahushua is waiting for. He's waiting for his men, the 144,000, to sing this song, which is the true interpretation of this doctrine. That's that new song. This new understanding of the Bible going to go out through the four corners. The believers are going to hear it. They're going to come into the house of David. And that's when your house is going to come back and Esau's going to be obliterated. And he's trying to stop that. And his greatest weapon to stop that is our own women, the wicked 2/3 Eve. He has to use her to do it. Oh, I'm going to get 16. And then we're going to leave Genesis alone for right now. Because 16, here the kicker, man. Watch this. And 16 reads, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband. He shall rule over thee. You hear that last part? He shall rule over thee. You can't tell no wicked 2/3 Eve that nowadays. She went, no nigga tell me what to do. You know, damn, you went out there, you what do, I run it and all that. Man, you can't get these wicked women in order for nothing. Leave them alone, you know. Because he just said right there, the man shall rule over thee. The man's supposed to rule over Eve, you know. But these women, they don't want that, which that's going to parallel where we at now. That's how I know all this, man. You can't tell me the word ain't true. Check it out. This is Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, that which lead thee, cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. That's a very, very powerful scripture that's speaking to nowadays of what's happening. You know, women do rule over our people. The majority of Israelite men are simps, man. They put women on a pedestal. They call them women gods nowadays, especially them hotel comedic niggas. Women just running everything, man. They make the men pay for their hair and nails, they witchcraft, face paint, you know. And it says, and they which lead thee, these pastor pork chops, cause thee to err, because a pastor pork chop is a simp. You know, they in the church house letting the women dictate how the church is ran, how the church should go. Them, man, every pastor pork chop I've met has had an effeminate, weak spirit. Those are not men to me. I've never liked none of those dudes either. I've never liked them. Never respected none of them. Coming up, my grandma used to whoop my butt, tell me listen to the pastor. I'm like, man, this dude, something ain't right about him. He's not, no, I don't see them as men. I found out they're not men. A lot of them are doing what the Roman Catholic Church is doing. These men are either committing adultery in the church with other women because they got all the money and the power, or, man, a lot of these dudes, now they popping little boys. Like the Roman Catholic churches, man. They committing all kinds of abominations in the church. And my last time going to the church, I had a pastor solicit to me, you know, some money for a sexual act. So I know they doing it, man. Piss me off. They are doing that in the church, man. These pastor pork chop ain't got no truth. Those are not real men. They did some old wicked men furthering Esau's agenda by spreading lies. All of them. Every pastor pork chop I met has a wicked vibration on him, an effeminate, weak, soft spirit, straight up. And then a lot of them let their women be pastors and running the stuff. You know, I just went to a funeral not too long ago, and he up there, yeah, I let my wife be the pastor and run. And I'm looking like, you weak, sorry, broke down. Man, I just felt like slapping the mess out of that old man, you know? Okay, let's get back on subject. But like scripture said, and he said, children are their oppressors. Who's them children? That's Esau. Esau act just like a child, you know, very immature, you know, like big kids, man. I can see that the managers at my plantation now, I can't stand them, man. They're like little 7-year-olds running a company. And that's why this country's going underground, because Esau doesn't need to be running nothing. And then when Esau runs something, guess who he put up to run under him? Or to run something? Just like that judge they just made, that chick they just made judge, Katani Jackson. They let Eve run it. And she's just like a child too. She don't even running nothing. She just as messed up as Esau is. You know? And they like little kids too, like little girls, man. Like little 12-year-olds. They ain't grew up. And they just run, and they're like, you got that dynamic tag team duo that's been over the Israelite man. You got Esau and you got Eve. And we at the bottom. And that's why everything in the world is messed up. Because the man that's supposed to be ruling the planet is at the bottom. He at the bottom. And every time you try to say something, like you might say something to Eve, what she do? She gonna call Esau to shut him up. You know? Because really, because women love men in power. And right now, Esau's in power. So Eve, you know, respects Esau. She doesn't respect the Israelite man. They think we stupid, can't run it. They believe all the lies Esau done told. You know? They believe that. You know, I can know that just dealing with the Eves I done dealt with, man. They don't respect us. They think we stupid, can't run nothing. That's why I just want to tell you something. And I'm like at the point now, like, you can't tell me nothing. You shut up. You know, let me tell you something. If you can't get with that, you can go. You know, that's my spirit, man. I'm not, no, man. Eve will get you destroyed out here. And then Eve really gonna be messed up when, you know, Esau's system break. When you can't call 911 no more, and you ain't got no food, and the whole system collapse, then she gonna be looking like, oh, I need an Israelite man. I need my man. So that's when Eve gonna get right. She ain't gonna get right in this system. She been giving too much power in this system. But when this system collapses, then the reality gonna set in. Then Eve gonna want to get right. And see, that's why you women that have been in order, you know, listening up, getting in this truth, that's when you're gonna be rewarded, because you already been here. You know, Israelite man's gonna want to deal with you because you've already cleaned yourself up. You already know how to deal with the Israelite man. That wicked 2/3 Eve, man, she's done. We're gonna leave them for the streets. You know, we're gonna let Esau have his way with them. We ain't gonna give a damn about them. You know, we get raised up in our power when we become the righteous judges again. We're not gonna care about wicked 2/3 Eve. She's gonna get what she deserves. You wanted Esau, you let Esau help you out. Esau ain't gonna give a damn. Esau just uses Eve for his diabolical plans. Esau don't even like Eve. That's why I noticed the ones that do marry Eve, they go get ones that got, like, you know, that advanced in their system. You know, like that one chick, she done got all her little law degrees, and now he'll deal with her. He probably still messing with little dudes on the side, you know, little young men. He just deal with her to further his agenda, because he looked like a sicko, man. Her dude looked like a sick individual. He does not look right. But you can't tell her that's her God. If you asked her, she gonna tell you better not say nothing about her dude. So let's go to 1 Peter. I didn't mean for this to be a long lesson, but man, to get the point across, it's gonna be a long one. I might have to make a part 2. Shoot. So check it out. This is 1 Peter 3:7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor to the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So right there, the Most High just let you know she's the weaker vessel. I can see in life she's the weaker vessel. I knew that from this life. I knew that from watching my grandpa and my grandmother. My grandpa, he wanted my grandma, but he didn't need my grandma. He did better in life without her. My grandma fell totally down, fell off everything without my grandpa. And then guess, she got rid of my grandpa, but when she fell down, guess who won who back? So that little lie that Esau tried to put in my head, talking about, oh, women are just as good as men, they're equal. No, we're not. I seen the difference. I seen women need men, and men really not need women like that, just want women, but really didn't need no woman like that. Like, a man is physically built to deal with the physical world. Like, when you need to move stuff in your house, you don't call a bunch of women over, you call a bunch of men over. When you need stuff fixed, you call a man. You don't call a woman, man. You only call, really you only need women really for pleasure and childbearing. You know, she's supposed to be the comforter. That's what she was created to do. She was the helpmate to Adam. But these women don't look at it like that. They look at it like the man is the helpmate for them, and they supposed to run it. And you can't run nothing. When Esau come down with this great wrath, when Esau come with, you know, his military and get ready, you know, to knocking heads, then she gonna back behind the Israelite man, talking about, okay, now you can run it. You know, and I'm like, man, get the hell away from me, man. You didn't want to respect me and honor me, you know, when the system was going. What makes you think I want to protect you when the system, you know, is smashed? I'm gonna be looking for a wife tailored after my mind, a woman with the spirit of Yahweh shall shine her. They might want to deal with no wicked loudmouth Eve, man. They want to run the show. They're the most annoying women on the face of the planet to me, man. Straight up, like Eve. And everybody says that. Ain't just me saying that. They're the least, especially the Southern tribe. They're the least, it said the least dateable women, because they're loud. They run their mouth. They don't know nothing. They got a bunch of demons on them. They cost the most because they want to put other people's hair in their head. $300 worth of weave. Big, long witch fingernails. Put a bunch of makeup on their face. They feel unpretty because they, you know, Esau rejects them, tells them they black and ugly, and they ain't looking for our approval. They looking for Esau's approval, or an Israelite man who got Esau's approval. These so quote unquote rich men of this world. They look for what the worldly man got to say. They don't care what the men of the Lord got to say or what we like. No, they looking for what, you know, the Kanye's is liking, and, you know, all these little niggas that got a career in this world, in Babylon. And that makes them have a complex. So they put all this little fake stuff on, thinking it's making them look good. To me, you just look like a tranny. It's ugly. You know, I notice men of the Lord I talk to, we like natural women. You know, afros, like the 1960s. To me, that's when Eve was like more of her glory. 1920s, Eve has become a straight garbage can nowadays, man. They look like trannies. Everything is artificial. Fake booty, fake titties, fake eyelashes, fake eyes, the contacts, fake hair, everything fake, man. Who wants that? No. And then they get mad. Yes, y'all do. And I'm like, what dudes like that? And it's always what the celebrity dudes like. So you going off the mindset of what and the celebrity dudes, them is momos. Little do they know. That's what I say. Eve don't know nothing, man. Eve don't know nothing. You know, and the scriptures say that, man. Let's go get that. Let's go get that. Where am I at? Because I got to go get that, man. Because she don't. Yeah, Proverbs 9:13. Let me show you. Eve is especially loudmouth Eves. Them the ones I can't stand, man. Cause I'm a quiet, dude, a few words. I only speak when spoken to, especially when I'm out in the world. I don't really like dealing with people. I don't like talking to people. I just do what I need to do in order to navigate through Babylon the Great. So this Proverbs 9:13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. And that's true. Clamorous going loud. All them loudmouth chicks. Them the loudest ones, the dumbest women. Them the dumbest, and most Eves are loud, especially the hood rats, the ratchets. They're all loud. You can hear them before you see them. They just, and if I was him, girl, I'd smack that nigga. And they're speaking all kinds of foolishness out their mouth. And simple goes also into stupid. So the Most High said that a loudmouth foolish woman is stupid. And I agree, because I've seen clear examples of that, from the women in my family, to the women out in this world, to the women I've had to deal with in my past. They are simple. And if you a loudmouth chick, get the hell away from me. And especially I done been fed with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Bible. A loudmouth Eve with a bunch of fake stuff on irritates me, man. I tell them, get the hell away from me. And I'm at a plantation, a big company where it's a lot of those, and they all showing off their body, doing that thirst trap, trying to catch somebody in their misery. Because, man, dealing with them is like putting hell on yourself. Because they're loud. They always want some drama, always looking for drama. They're toxic, straight up. The best way I can picture them, they are toxic, and they will ruin your life. They will bring the quality of your life down very low. You get to the point where you don't even want to come home to them. You rather be out somewhere else to come deal with them. You don't want to talk to them. You don't want to deal with them because they stupid. They don't bring nothing of spiritual to the table. Anything of importance you could talk about. Most stuff come out their mouth is dumb. They're loud. Always wanting to be the center of attention, spotlight. They're just like Esau, man. They full of pride. They puffed up with pride, and they get a kick out of tearing you down. And I ain't lying about that. You want to know a clear example? Look no further than Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. That chick, she gets a kick out of tearing him down because she's not what he is. And she's like, okay, since I can't be that, I'm going to ruin this dude's career. Speak all kind of crazy. I'm going to destroy his image. And that's what Eve is great at. Eve is great at destroying the Israelite man's image. Because Esau wants to destroy the Israelite man's image. So he done did his little job through the media, and turning these niggas into hood niggas. And Eve perpetuates it. Because Eve keeps this hood shit going. Because Eve is the proof of that. Eve like hood niggas. And selling drugs, getting the money. Like dudes on the little blue pill community did like little interviews, and they asked a female what they want. They said a drug dealer, scammer, or a 9-to-5er. And most women chose drug dealer. Not a drug dealer, they said scammer. Very few said 9-to-5, just like how the scriptures say. Hopefully let 1/3, the few. Very few said 9-to-5. Most said drug dealer. And I know the ones that said drug dealer, the ones with the fake eyelashes, weaves, nails, all that, they want the drug dealer, man. So Eve loves and perpetuates hood life. That's why you got these gangs going on, Crips and Bloods killing each other. Cause she'll look at the dude with respect that done killed about 3 dudes from another gang. She say he the man, his name ringing bells in the streets. He got street cred, and she'll look to have a baby from that dude. He gonna get locked up selling drugs. Then she gonna have 3 children by him. Then she gonna look for a 9-to-5er to clean up, be the cleanup man, clean up her mess. And then she ain't gonna respect that 9-to-5 dude. He'll be a fool to get with her, man. Trust and believe, I'm speaking from experience. You be a damn fool. Cause like she ain't gonna respect you. She just needs, somebody that's stable. Now she realizes stability because of her mistake. And she gonna find a dude to be, stable and really to cover her shame. That's like that Isaiah 4:1 gonna kick in, man. These women, they They are shameful, man. You know, they've been shameless their whole life, created a bunch of mistakes, and now they need somebody to cover their mistakes. And really, they still not right, man. They still have the covering of the world on them. They still, believe in that worldly stuff, and it's not a good mix at all. You're not going to be happy with a wicked 2/3, or what you call them, a reformed ratchet, and they'll try to clean their act up, act like they in the truth, but really they still have the stain of the world on them, man. They still gonna vex you, still gonna get on your damn nerves. That's why I tell, man, it's best to mess with these Eves with a long spoon. If you're gonna do it, strap up, long spoon, keep them away. We at the end of this thing, man. Focus on the truth. The truth is what really matters. Eve just gonna get on your damn nerves, really. That's all she's gonna do. Because they still got this world in them. They still worldly. And a lot of them trying to get their act together because now they see the destruction coming. So they're going to flock to the men of the Lord and try to latch on. And, man, really will just vex the hell out of you. Will get on your nerves because they're going to bring all that baggage of the world with them. Because they're not really into cleaning up. They're not really... I've not met too many women that's really trying to get with this truth. Check it out. We're going to go to Sirach because they can't stay in order. They don't know how to just shut the hell up. For one. Then when they get in the truth, they want to tell you about the truth. Like, they're going to teach you something. Like, it wasn't for me. Your butt still be in plantation Christianity. We stayed with Eve. Eve still had us up under Pastor Pork Chop. Listen to that madness. And I'm going to prove that. Let's go to Timothy 2:11. And it reads, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. That's why I love how the men of GMS handle this. They tell the women, shut the hell up. If you're going to listen to these lessons, and you want to get this truth, be quiet. We don't care for your opinion. We don't want to hear your opinion. You already got it wrong. You've been running stuff for the past 50 years. We ain't getting nowhere. Guess what? Now the men are taking over. We got this. We going to run this. If you want to be with it, shut up. You want to hear it? That's why I love the way GMS handled this. They tell women to shut up. That's why IUIC look a mess, man. Because Bishop Nate let women run too much in this congregation, man. All these other camps, they let women have they say so, man. I feel like women, shut up. You don't know. You got tricked. You got fooled. You got deceived. Right now, if you a woman, the best thing to do is to listen up. Shut up and listen up. And check it out. Here go the kicker. Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to assert authority over the man, but to be in silence. Silence is golden. Just shut up and listen. And then suffer a woman not to teach. I cannot stand a woman trying to teach, man. I can't stand a female pastor. They suck. They are more worse than the man pastor pork chops. Like, they don't have the spirit. They don't have the components and attributes to teach this word. They're too emotional. This thing, we handle it with logic, not get out your damn feelings. You can't be a good judge in your feelings, man. You can't. And these women tell, I feel the spirit. I bet you ain't feeling nothing, man. You don't even know the truth. Shut your mouth. And shut up. And it says, nor to assert authority over the man. Eve always want to assert authority over the man. Let me run. Oh, you need to listen to me. Because Eve think we can't run nothing. Because she's feeling that philosophy what Esau done taught. And they looking at us, our community in shambles, and they blame us for, everything being bad. Not knowing we under this because of the curses. And you part of the curses. Esau putting the curses on us through your butt. Shut up. Fall back in your position, and we will get it right. We on the right path now. So I say, hey, if you dealing with a man of the Lord, or if you you lucky enough to have you one, hey, listen to that man and just shut up. Damn, shut up. That man working with the highest wisdom on the face of the planet of this earth. The highest wisdom. They had an understanding of this word, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Hey, the Most High dealing with him. He about to, if he continues, Lord willing, he gonna get it right. But for the best thing for you to do, shut up. We don't want to hear your input. Oh, I think this mean this. No, man. We don't want to hear that. Shut up, fall back. If you can't shut up and fall back, hey, get that chick a note of divorce and leave her butt. She need to be left. Let her figure it out on her own. Since she thinks she know it already. Go do it on your own or go get you a simp. There's lots of simps out there. Go get you one. I don't know why Eve is so gung-ho trying to take a man of the Lord and make him a simp. That's her goal. I noticed that. And really, that's just the work of Satan right there. That's the work of the serpent, Esau, the work of the wicked. That's them trying to stop this righteous, this spiritual temple being built. If I could take one of the bricks away, they trying to tear the building down. They say Eve tear the building down if we let it go to Eve. You know, she take some of them bricks away, tear them down. That's why, brothers, hey, us in this truth, man, we got to stay locked in. If Eve is getting on your nerves trying to tear you from the truth, get rid of her. You know, we seeking the kingdom. That's what matters, is the kingdom. The kingdom of Yahweh Shah is what matters. That's the goal. If she can't shut up and be a Robin to your Batman, hey, give her the Heisman and dismiss her. You know, that scriptures tell you that. Let's go get that. Let's go to Sirach 25 and 16. Let's go to Sirach 25 and 16, because it tells you that, and I can equate to that because I have kept house with those. 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. You don't want to be in the house with a wicked woman. Most I just tell you that it's whether to dwell with a lion. A lion is a ferocious beast. You know, especially a male lion. Male lion turn your butt into pieces, man. Then he said, and a dragon. You know? And people are like, oh, that sounds fairy tale to me. Okay, what the hell is them dinosaur bones? Our people back in the days didn't call dinosaurs, you know, they didn't call them dinosaurs. Those were called dragons. You go to a museum, see a bones of T-Rex, you know, it ain't got no wings, but that's a big giant lizard. Guess what that is? A dragon. And our people lived when those things were living as well. Contrary to popular belief, what Esau got to say. You know, those were your dragons. Our people didn't say dinosaurs, they said dragons. So the Most High said it's better to dwell in the house with a velociraptor than to be in the house with a wicked woman. Because a wicked woman will vex the mess out of you, man. She will plague your mind. She will destroy you. You know? And then he gonna iterate that with this Sirach 25 and 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, which really goes to your mind, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. You know? So that shows you ain't nothing on this world more wicked than a woman. That's what made King Solomon go off. That's what got Samson put to death. The wickedness of a woman. Nobody can be as evil as a wicked woman. And the most wickedest woman on the face of the planet is Esau's woman. Like, that's why they are the nastiest, trashiest women you will ever see in your life. An Edomite woman, you know, they the ones, you know, you look at porn, they doing the gangbangs, bestialities. Like, Eve getting into that now, but Edomite women led the way on that. They're the most whorish, most harlot women you can find. That's why I look at Jake dumb as hell, and they be like, man, go get me a white woman. Go get me a... I like, man, you going to the devil with your dumb self. That's the worst woman to get. Yeah, our women are bad, but at least there's a little bit of love in her. Ain't none in that Edomite woman. That's the worst of the worst right there. You know? And she's the one who taught our women to hate us. Who you think led the way in feminism? She did. Who you think taught that you know, men and women are equal? Edomite women pounded the way for that. You know? That's who made Eve go off. And then Gloria Stein, she got that philosophy from the Edomite man. Go and teach that to the Israelite women, so therefore they could teach that to their men, and we'll have a bunch of simps, weak, effeminate men, and a bunch of whorish women. And with that, hey, we control the hood. We run it. After that, we control it. You know, they're done. So, hey, man, and then that's iterated in the, as I tell you that series, we go to Proverbs 25 and 24, it says the same thing. 25 and 24. It is better to dwell in the corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. A brawling woman. A lot of Eves, that's they hang their hat on, man. They want to fight, create confusion, argue all the time. They do it like it's a sport, you know. They got to put you, make sure you're in a bad mood, make sure you're worn out. We already got to deal with Edomites. Already got to deal with this devil on the plantation. Then you got to come home. You don't get no peace and joy. You come home to a Eve, and she gonna give you argument right back. And you gotta, if you in the house with her, you know, you gotta lay in the bed and go to bed angry. She gonna argue with you all the way till you close your eyes. Just argue and nag with you. And what she wants is for you to put her on a pedestal. Because you don't put her on that pedestal, she's mad. She gonna nag you, complain. And you all do that. And you all take me out. And you got to, man, who want that? You get no peace. You get no peace at the plantation. You get no peace at home. Only peace you gonna get is when you're on the highway hedge with the brothers and you doing the work. That's it. If you keeping house with a wicked woman. And I'm telling you, man, I done had a couple of them in my lifetime. It's a very horrible experience. As I say, dude, man, if you can, it's best. I say, man, have your own spot, man. You don't want to live with no wicked Eve at all. Now, if you got a feminine Eve, she quiet, you come home, she doing good things to you, that's different. Because like the scriptures also say, we go get that for contrast. But they're very rare. An Israelite man is rare. A hopefully leg woman is even more rare. So good luck on that. Let's go. I was already there. Check it out. This is Sirach 25:8. Well is him that dwelleth with the wife of understanding, and they have not slipped with his tongue, and they have not served a man more unworthy than himself. So you hear that? Well is him that dwelleth with the wife of understanding. A woman of understanding gonna understand. A man don't want to hear all that nagging shit. A man don't want to hear that. Make your man a sandwich. Give your man some sex. You supposed to be relieving, giving comfort. Doing good things like that, man. Be a pace of peace. A woman's supposed to be a man's peace and give comfort. Then that man's gonna want to go home because he has a good wife. Go home. Wife, how your day went, baby? Whoop whoop. Probably have his bath ran, get in the bed. You're getting some good. Getting sloppy loppy and all of that, and he gonna go to sleep happy. That's a good woman. She understands. That's why I said, well is him that dwelleth with the wife of understanding. She gonna be silent. She gonna be running her mouth, complaining all the goddamn time, or hollering this about this. You're not gonna be doing that. A wife of understanding gonna know, like, my man done already busted work out here, dealt with these devils. When he come home, I'm gonna do this to him. I'm gonna do that to him. That way, he'll be ready to go to work and be recharged. He'll be refreshed. See, our women in ancient days understood that. Now, Esau done changed the whole dynamics, and they're just, man, they are like demons, man. They don't give you peace. They don't give you comfort. They give you hell and misery. You don't even want to talk to their butts, man. If you dealing with a wicked worldly woman, you don't even want to talk to her. You like, man, because anything you say, you start an argument. They get, rah. Nobody wants to hear that. I already got to go to work and deal with these devils. You got to come home and deal with another goddamn demon. No peace. And that drains you. It's very draining, Very draining. So there, on the flip side, there are a very select few women, very few. And I noticed the ones, Northern tribe, because they still have family values. Your Issachars, your Ephraimites, your Puerto Ricans, they still have a home that's family oriented. The woman, some of them are still feminine. They let their man, be a man, and that's just a few, because I know that even them are starting to get into that, that harlot stage and want vatos and gangsters. So that's not a fail-safe plan either, but I say you have a better chance, because your Southern tribe Eves is done. Her whole culture is dictated by Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Megan, whatever that is. That's their leaders, and Beyonce, and all of them is demonic. Jada Pinkett, all they leaders demonic. Like Judah's the head tribe. So Esau made sure he messed up the Judite women's completely. I mean, he ran through them. They're just like straight monsters nowadays. So good luck on finding one of them, And it's sad too. I like chocolate women. I like dark-skinned women. But man, their mindsets are destroyed. And they just don't care. They're shameless. And what you gonna get that too, man? That's why most men call shameless women that. That B word. And check it out. This is Sirach 26 and 25. A shameless woman should be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Our women are shameless. And like I just said, them rappers, like Esau dictated that. Esau put Cardi B on that pedestal, made her a big-time star. He made Nicki Minaj a big-time star. Esau owns the music industry. He don't put on, that's why he got rid of, Lauryn Hill got one CD. She putting out some righteous stuff, putting out game, telling women watch out for that thing, She was even flexing the Hebrew Israelite stuff, man. She talking about Zion and stuff. Man, he got rid of that. We don't want that. We want these women being hoes, So we want that little Kim attitude. We're going to be about 25 little Kims, and we're going to destroy Judah. Because we want them, because what are they doing? When Eve is destroyed, she's going to destroy whatever man she's dealing with. And not only the man she's dealing with, whatever children or offspring she has, she's going to destroy them as well. You know, which we can get that as well, too. Let's go to Job 39:17. Because this is what they do, and I've witnessed this happen. Because Yahweh have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. You know, and what is that part going into? When you bump up, it's talking about the ostrich. You know, and it says, and forgotteth that the foot may crush them. Let me go up. Because it's talking about these women, how to destroy their offspring, man. He compared these Eves to ostriches. So check it out. This is Job 39:13. Gavest thou thy goodly wings unto the peacocks, or wings of feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth, and warmeth them in the dust, and forgotten that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beasts may break them. She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. And why is that? Because I just read, because Yahweh have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. So women lack that part, and a lot of these wicked Eves, just like the curses, they destroy their youngins. Like the woman, that feminist, you better not tell no nigga, a nigga better, hey, he better pay you. You better tell that nigga what to do. She'll teach her daughter that. And she's gonna grow up with the same understanding. Can't cook, can't do no noodles, can't clothe, can't do nothing. All she know how to do is wear revealing clothes, to thirst trap somebody, put perm in her head, weave in her head, wear nails, put on makeup, and destroy the next generation. It's a recycle that keeps repeating itself over and over again. And that's, hey, that all come from Esau, Edom, getting to Eve, and then Eve destroys the nation. You know, but, you know, as I say, hey, call Allah, Yahweh Shah, he's raised up the men of the Lord, and we getting this thing back right. We righting the ship. You know, we telling Eve to shut the hell up. You know, it's like my French right there, but hey, men need to be men. Man, it's time to, you know, gird up your loins like a man, tell that woman to shut up. If she can't deal with it, get rid of her. We ain't got time for you. This devil about to go out here and put a lot of people in our nation to death right now. We trying to get things in order. We ain't got time for your mouth. You know, I heard what you got to say, because you don't know nothing. You didn't know this was coming. You didn't know about no fame. You didn't know about none of that. You was still caught up in plantation Christianity, still caught up in all this celebrity world stuff, and didn't know none of this was coming. You know, the Most High had to deal with his men first. As we said, the flock of my pastor are men. And we getting this right. So you either get in order, or you go to the streets and get lost. Which I already know what's going to happen to you get in them streets. They know what's going to happen to them getting in the streets. That's why a lot of these women that got men of the Lord ain't trying to lead a man of the Lord. Because they know that's their ticket way out of here. So it's been a long lesson. So I could be here all day talking about this one, man. But I'm going to go ahead and probably end off with the feature precept. And I just wanted to show right there, like, hey, man, they at it again. The Diabolical Duo's joined up. Esau just put a woman on the Supreme Court, Eve, and she's going to do the bidding of Esau. So I can see them attacking the prophets, because they got to get rid of us, because we the ones putting out this truth. You know, we letting it rain out. So, and they checked on that too. They're like, well, what about the black Hebrew Israelites? She tried to change the African Hebrew Israelites. Oh, they make, you know, you can YouTube it, Google it up, YouTube it, and catch her speech. She called talking about they got good communities and make good vegan dishes, which she wasn't even talking about, you know, GMS. She's probably talking about another group, because we ain't got no businesses like this. So I'm gonna leave with this one. Go to Proverbs. Proverbs 31:3. And it reads, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to which destroyeth kings. And what does it mean by don't give your strength unto women? I mean, don't give your power to him, man. Don't let her dictate your comings and goings, or what you say and what you do and your moves, man. We the man. I got the testimony. I got the testes. I run the show. You know, I rule this. I'm the king. I got to say so. If she can't get with that, then you hit the door. And it's just that simple. You know, just like that. Because like any other way is the way to destroy kings. When you let like King Ahab and Jezebel, which everybody use that word nowadays, Jezebel, to refer to a harlot, he let her run the show. And it destroyed everything. You know, she done destroyed all the prophets. I think except for, what was that? I want to say who was still. I want to say Elijah. You know, I had to read up on that again. You know, it's been a minute. But yeah, she tried to kill all the little prophets, man. And he was letting her run the show, man. Lord got rid of her after a while, man. She messed Israel up. And King Ahab was weak because he always gave her, you know, her way. He always let her have what she wanted. He should have told her, like, no. You know, don't be afraid to tell these women no, man. If she get mad, want to leave you for another dude, so be it, man. Because we got Isaiah 4:1 going to kick in. So who's to worry about one of these little worldly Babylonian women? You know? And it says, give not your strength. That's our strength right now is in Yahabashah Shai and having this truth. And govern ourselves as men. Because he said, gird up your loins as men. That's a commandment. We got to be men. And as a man, you're supposed to rule your wife. You're supposed to rule your household. If you can't do so, she needs to go. You know? Because we ain't got time for nothing else, man. We in a very, very perilous times. The days be evil. It's bad things about to come. So we got to make sure we get this truth right. We got to make sure we in the right spirit. And we got to be ready for that salvation to come. We can't be letting no woman throw us off from this woman. Because this word is also compared, you know, this truth is compared to wisdom. And wisdom is compared to a woman. Because a woman is supposed to be an assistant, you know. So this wisdom, the truth of this book is leading us to Yahabashah Shai. And that right there is the greatest thing ever. You know, much better than anything an earthly woman can do for you here. The best thing an earthly woman can do for you here is serving her part and serving her man. You know, and if she ain't doing that, hey, kick her to the side. Get rid of her. She's not needed. And you'll feel better in your life when you do it. Trust me. You feel so much better. You know? And if she's doing her job, you know, she pleads to dwell with you, then so be it, let her do it. You know? If she's, you know, doing her part. We got parts to play in this, man. We got to get this truth out. You know, we got to be in the right spirit. We can't be vexed, you know, from some wicked woman we keeping house with. Because that's the plan. That's the devil right there, man. That's Esau's plan working. He trying to throw us off. What's the best way to throw us off? Through Eve. That's the plan. That's the game plan he ran at the beginning. And it's tried, true, and tested is the best game plan to run. That's the best method. So when you cut off that, you know, cut that method off, cut off the wicked Eves, hey man, that cuts off a lot of that devil's power over you. That cuts him all the way out. And that frustrates that devil, because that's his biggest chess move right there, is to use our women against us. Because it's been working so good lately, but not anymore. You know? So that being said, I hope this has been edifying. You know, Kwam Yasharala. Brothers, keep the truth. Don't let these women throw you off your game plan. Don't let it happen, man. That's the whole point of how Esau set it up, man. Don't let these women throw you off, man. Stay locked in on this truth. Stay locked in. This is our crown right here we talking about. So, Lord, went to the next time. Shalom.